KSAT 12. The 6 o'clock news starts right now.
New at 6, the San Antonio police say he was pursuing a relationship with his neighbor's teen daughter. He's 60. Troy Lycan has been charged with online solicitation of a minor. It was the girl's parents who called them, according to San Antonio police.
Officers say that Lycan asked for explicit videos and photos. The charge comes after a 2-month-long investigation from SAPD's Human Exploitation Unit involving Lycan and a 15-year-old girl who, by the way, is disabled. Police say the girl's parents notified them when Lycan told them that he was in a relationship with their daughter. Lycan reportedly befriended the girl and gave her his phone number and sent her messages and video chatted with her before she would go to sleep, and at times wasn't wearing any clothes, according to police.
Life in prison awaits a man convicted of the February 2018 double murder.
The jury handed down a guilty verdict just over 2 hours ago in the trial of Richard Montes for the capital murder of a teenager and an elderly man in a West Side housing project.
Garrett Berger captured an emotional moment for the young victim's family.
It took more than 4.5 years for Richard Montez's case to get to trial, but only 4.5 hours for the jury to convict him.
The jury finding defendant Richard Montez guilty of the offense of capital murder.
Montez was the last of the 3 men charged in the shooting deaths of 69-year-old Benito Gallegos and 14-year-old Angel Guevara, whose mother was there to hear the verdict herself and confront Montez with her grief.
You ruined my life, my kid's life, you ruined my son's life. That man's took everything from me, everything.
Prosecutors say Gallegos and another man had gotten lost and ended up where Montez and the other 2 suspects were in the Casiano homes. Their group ended up shooting at Gallegos and his companion, who drove off. Montez's attorneys suggested it may have been self-defense.
It's reasonable to think that maybe they do have a weapon. No offense to police officers, but they shoot people all the time for less.
Prosecutors scoffed at that theory.
The victim had the cane. That guy came up and started mad-dogging him and his 2 friends, each one of them who's got at least 1 handgun on them. Really? At midnight? Does that make sense at all?
Gallegos was hit during the shooting, as was Guevara, who was in a nearby apartment. The 2 other suspects police arrested were a pair of cousins. They took plea deals and were sentenced back in August to 22 and 24 years, respectively. One of them, Juan Martinez, claims he never fired and testified against Montez for the prosecution. I spoke on the phone just a little bit ago with Angel Guevara's mother. She says she feels relieved and also that she feels like she got justice. Live at the Bexar County Courthouse, I'm Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
Garrett, thank you for that live report. Now new at 6, one family's not giving up until they get justice. Almost 7 years ago, a well-known shirts businessman was murdered in cold blood. And to this day, investigators still don't know who killed Henry Gutierrez Jr., but his family continues to fight for answers, and they told our RJ Marquez what they and local law enforcement are doing to solve the case.
As each Christmas passes by, it's a sad reminder of the milestones that he's missed throughout the year.
Miguel Gutierrez and his family have been searching for answers since he found his father Henry shot to death inside his home on Christmas Eve in 2015.
My father was a well-respected, well-loved member of this community for decades, and it's inconceivable to us that his murder still remains unsolved.
Schertz police announced today this high-profile murder would now be classified as a cold case, the first in the department's history.
We're going to do an in-depth review, utilizing a fresh set of eyes, reaching out to all of our partners.
The Texas Rangers will now be part of the investigation, and all witnesses will be called again.
Leads are everything in a case. Information. We need a trail to proceed down.
Miguel Gutierrez says it's been frustrating, but his family is hopeful for a resolution.
A thorough review of what went wrong will give them some new avenues to look at. So yeah, we are hopeful, and we haven't lost hope.
I think this is something that we not only owe to the Gutierrez family, but we also owe to the city and our community.
Schertz Police and Guadalupe County Crime Stoppers are still offering a $75,000 reward for any information that leads to the people or persons responsible for Gutierrez's death. Reporting in Schertz, RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
Meanwhile, San Antonio police are looking for help closing the books on 2 murders from just the past few months. The first, a man gunned down while sitting in a car with his wife outside their home on the west side. It happened back on November 13th in the 200 block of Randall Avenue. That's not far from South General McMullen and Castroville Road. A white truck and a silver car pulled up. 2 people got out of the car, started shooting at 31-year-old Armando Rodriguez and his wife. Rodriguez hit several times. He died at the scene. His wife also hit multiple times, but she survived. No description of the suspects was given. Homicide investigators also looking for whoever's responsible for the murder of this woman. The remains of 28-year-old Alexandria Melanie Reyes found in a duffel bag by a drainage ditch at the Broadview Apartments back on August 31st. Information that leads to an arrest in this case could be worth up to $5,000 from Crime Stoppers. If you can help detectives in either case, call 210-224-STOP.
When an SUV crashed into a home on the east side last month, the impact was so strong it pinned an elderly woman beneath the car while she was in her house. And this week, San Antonio police say they arrested the person behind the wheel. That's 33-year-old Leroy Neal, and he's charged with failure to stop and render aid, causing serious bodily injury. That crash happened November 3rd at a home in the 2100 block of Martin Luther King Drive near South Grimes Street. Investigators say that when the vehicle slammed through the walls of the home, the 79-year-old victim got pinned beneath the vehicle. Officers said that Neal ran off, but they detained a woman who was in the car with him. As for the victim, she did survive, but had several broken bones. So yeah, the whole country woke up to a huge story today. WNBA star Brittany Griner on her way home now. She was released from a Russian penal colony as part of a prisoner exchange with Russia. As for Griner's freedom, the United States is releasing international arms dealer Victor Bout, who's known as the Merchant of Death. Griner left the United Arab Emirates this morning to come back to the States. She'd been in confinement in Russia after she was arrested and convicted on drug charges. Now she's going to be making a stop here in San Antonio so that she can get medical attention at Brooks Army Medical Center.
Got some breaking news now. I want to take you to a traffic trouble spot. This is I-35. It's primarily the northbound lanes as we look towards Eisenhower. There's what's termed a minor accident in the northbound lanes, but you can see it has 5 lanes closed. It looks as if, I-35 is completely closed down there. You can see a lot of access road traffic, even traffic coming in the southbound lanes. Again, the cameras at I-35 and Walsham Road were looking towards Eisenhower, looking north on I-35. But strange to see northbound 35 closed down, but that looks like what is happening at this hour. We'll continue to monitor it. Metro Health sending out more than 100 letters to students at Brandeis and Clark High Schools who came into contact with someone testing positive for active tuberculosis. And so begins a long and complicated process of figuring out who got exposed, infected, and ultimately must be treated for this potentially debilitating illness. Ursula Perry tells us what's next is a blood draw and then something we've all become too familiar with during COVID.
Tuberculosis, the #1 communicable disease killer in the world. Serious business for Metro Health, who's coordinating our response locally.
It's a blood draw, a single tube of blood. We'll start that on Monday, December the 12th. We'll start at Brandeis High School at 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll be there for a couple of hours. And then after we finish up at Brandeis, we'll move over to Clark High School.
Compounding the issue, the fact that with all of our fall allergies, COVID, and respiratory viruses, TB has been hiding out amid all the coughing.
So some of those cases are now coming to light that they actually had tuberculosis, and we're just now identifying them.
TB is caused by a bacteria that goes airborne, and it lands in the lung. Not as contagious as COVID. Those in close contact, though, dating back 90 days will be tested, then retested. Metro Health is part of a TB research consortium, one of only 24 centers in the entire world. UT Health, part of that group, very encouraged that these kids will not have to endure long, old-fashioned treatment.
So we're trying to make the treatment shorter and maintain the high effectiveness of this. Is a very exciting topic because for many, many years, no new drugs were approved. And just within the past 5 years or so, the options have continued to mount.
Instead of a pill a day every day for something like 6 months, We're talking actually one pill every 6 weeks. And on top of that, if you have drug-resistant tuberculosis, instead of up to 2 years worth of treatment, now they've got it down to about 6 to 9 months. Ursula Perry, KSAT 12 News.
Switching gears now, CPS Energy wants your help. It wants you to tell the company what you think it should do about the future of energy in San Antonio. CPS is struggling with the need to retire power plants, so it plans to invest more money into clean energy. So that's where you come in. CPS is hosting a virtual town hall in just under an hour at 7 p.m., and we have the link for you to participate at KSAT.com.
As we take a live look outside with live cam, 75 degrees out there, and it is humid.
It is sticky. And, you know, when preparing for your day tomorrow and the weekend, think April, not December. That's what this is more like. Average high temperature in April gets into the lower 80s, 81 degrees. That was our high temperature today. Only 3 degrees shy of the record. So we're close to record challenging territory, just not quite there. 76 right now. Dew point is 63. It's that muggy dew point. The dew point and the air temperature are going to meet later on tonight. That'll give us 100% relative humidity, and it starts to generate some fog because the air will be saturated. You look at readings right now, for the most part, 70s, some 60s in the hill country where the clouds really held tight. Rock Springs, for example, at 68 degrees, 67 in Los Maples, but 70s elsewhere for the most part. And this evening, warm and humid, south wind 5 to 15. Low clouds and fog developing later on, but a cold front is in sight, and it will be noticeable. We'll tell you when it gets here and what it means for temperatures in just a bit.
Now tonight on the Night Beat, Brittany Griner's return to the U.S. and her long-awaited freedom is going to start right here in Military City, USA. But the transition back to life as she knew it may come with some challenges.
Unfortunately, we don't know what might have happened to her while she was in custody. So are there untreated injuries, trauma, like physical trauma, that may need to be addressed?
So tonight we'll discuss the resources that we have right here in San Antonio and what experts say may be next for the WNBA star upon her arrival. Plus, a Northeast Side convenience store in hot water with the health department for not having hot water. Yeah, the inspector pulled their license and is closing the kitchen. Tonight on the Night Beat, Tim Gerber takes us behind the kitchen door to see the changes that business has made.
New at 6 now, working in San Antonio, a single mother sacrificed her teaching job, her home, the life she'd known in Laredo to give her 23-year-old son with autism a better chance in life. Jesse Degollado says that mother knew her son would find it here.
How was it?
Was it yes?
Yes, what? Did you like it?
Like it, yes.
Yeah? Did you make friends?
Make friends, yes.
It was quite a day for both Sandy Martinez and her autistic son, Noah. They're now in a new city where she brought him to the Arc of San Antonio.
It's how the Arc is serving people with developmental disabilities is the reason why Sandy Martinez says she left behind everything in Laredo for the sake of her son.
A child with autism does crave structure.
Without it, she says she saw Noah was regressing. He'd aged out of the program in Laredo he loved, while another refused to accept his Medicaid waiver. But at the Arc of San Antonio, it wasn't only the energy and excitement here that was appealing.
I loved it. I just said, this is it. The structure was awesome.
Like visiting the San Antonio Food Bank's greenhouse or helping Meals on Wheels make their deliveries and just going to the mall. Or enjoying a bit of friendly competition in the gym.
It's a dehabilitation center.
There are not many day-habs across the state that do what we do.
President and CEO Donna Kutzer says the Adult Life Enrichment Program understands each participant has different needs.
And it doesn't matter where they are, we meet them where they are.
Noah may be shy and somewhat withdrawn now.
But I'm hoping to see a child that's more ready to be independent.
Jesse Degollado, KSAT 12 News.
And we're certainly rooting for Noah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sky 12 right now. This is the old courthouse downtown.
Ooh. Been
Lit 'em
there.
Very
Been there.
nicely. Very nice. What did you say?
Oh, jury duty.
I know. I was like, why? People aren't usually that excited about going here unless they work there. Adam, I mean, I'm just saying.
That's true. Unique people watching too around there sometimes,
Yeah, definitely.
Jury duty is a good experience, though. I mean it. I say that. I'm honest about it.
I don't know if you heard this at home, but we were like showing it, and Adam's like, "Yeah, been there, just there, yeah,
It's there.
excited about
It's there
it,
this
yeah.
week.
Yeah.
very excited."
My fellow jurors in the pool. Yes, you all know. All right, so
Don't give any shout outs, though.
no shout outs.
that, yeah.
We didn't get picked anyways.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, morning clouds, afternoon sun, that's the trend. A little bit of fog in the morning as well. Feels like April out there. 80 degrees, humid, so think April when dressing. And that's going to be through the weekend and early next week. A cold front does arrive for the middle part of next week. So let's get right to it. What does that cold front mean for temperatures? Well, we'll go from around 80 degrees down into the 60s for highs by next Wednesday. So there is a fall cold front in sight, and by the middle of next week, we will be feeling it. So if you don't like this spring-like weather in December, well, just wait until the middle of next week, and you're going to have a taste of fall/winter. But not a whole lot of precipitation. Let's talk about it. Here's our overall pattern, and we still have the upper level high, Big Blue H, significantly influencing our weather. It's centered over the eastern Gulf, but still close enough to us to really keep and block all the big disturbances out of our area and keep them away from us. One, for example, right now moving through the central and northern plains, dropping some snow in Nebraska. Not a big system, but it is a system, and it's pushing off to the northeast. That's not going to be dropping into Texas. The West Coast, that's where we have a big dip in the upper level flow. Oh, a system is coming together. A big upper level component to this will be dropping into the West Coast this weekend. Big, beautiful cutoff low pressure system will be moving in, passing over the Rockies then as we get into the early part of next week. And this is going to develop a big, broad storm system, or active system, if you will. And it will draw some cooler air southward. It's just going to clip us and basically reset us back to average for this time of year in terms of our high temperatures. As for rainfall, there's going to be some good precipitation with this. It's just generally going to be out of our area. And notice over the next 7 days, our precipitation futurecast. I had to retitle this. Being December, it's not just rain futurecast. If you're looking nationwide, it's precipitation, because it can come in various forms, of course, this time of year. And we're just in that unfortunate spot here. Most of Texas, especially central, western Texas, all the way up into parts of New Mexico and Oklahoma, where we're just in the dry area. That big system, its real energy and moisture will be missing us. So rain chance is still pretty slim. Saturday, Sunday, we're talking 20%. So better than nothing, but still nothing significant. And that's mainly just for a stray isolated thunder shower late Saturday, possibly early Sunday. And then with the cold front, a 20% chance next Tuesday. And we could, of course, use the rain. We'll take all that we can get. Here's the latest drought monitor. And we still have the extreme and severe, or I should say extreme and exceptional drought over parts of the immediate metro area. We're talking Comfort, just about Kerrville, toward Blanco, Candelia, Bulverde, Leon Springs, just northern Bexar County. That's really the worst part of the state when it comes to drought, according to the latest drought monitor, which was issued today. We're going to have more dampness, but not the kind of moisture or rain that really puts a dent in the drought. Nothing, nothing substantial or appreciable. Some fog redeveloping, a little bit of drizzle, a few sprinkles tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. We're at 66 degrees. And then by the noon hour, seeing some sunshine at 76, and then into the afternoon by about 4 o'clock will be 81 degrees for the high temperature. A few degrees lower than that in the hill country. Rock Springs 71, Kerrville 73, but you get to Cotulla 82 degrees for the high, New Braunfels 78, and Elmendorf 81. The temperature drop comes middle of next week, Tuesday evening. Right now it looks like that's when the cold front's going to arrive, and so by Wednesday morning we should be back to those crisp, cool mornings where you need a jacket or a sweater or a sweatshirt.
At least it's more seasonal. Looking forward
Yes.
to that. All right, Adam, thank you.
All right, let's head out to the AT&T Center. Greg Simmons standing by. We're hoping to put a streak to bed tonight, Greg.
Yes.
That would be great. In the 11-game losing streak, if there's one team they should do it against, it should be the Houston Rockets, because they're the second worst team in the Western Conference. albeit the Spurs are the worst. We'll get you ready for this game tonight. Plus, good luck to the UIW Cardinals headed to Sacramento. Coming up. Good evening, everybody, and welcome live to the AT&T Center, where tonight the Spurs, the worst team in the Western Conference, will play host to the second worst team in the Western Conference, the Houston Rockets. The Spurs come into this game mired in an 11-game losing streak. They're just 4 away from tying their all-time franchise record following Sunday's afternoon's 133-95 loss to the best team in the West, the Phoenix Suns. The Spurs have also been dealing with a number of injuries, with both Jakob Poeltl and Jeremy Sohan still out today, but the Spurs should be getting back Doug McDermott and Josh Richardson off of sprained ankles, who have missed a combined 8 games. Following shoot-around today, McDermott was asked what he has noticed while watching their games from the bench.
You see the mistakes a lot more. You know, you kind of you feel like a coach, you know, and you start to, you know, the things they're harping on us for in film, you start to see it as a player sitting there watching. So it opens your eyes a little bit more to the game. You know exactly where we got to be better. And that's got to be on the defense end of the floor. Starting tonight, we got to rebound, and we got to play very unselfish on the offense end.
All right, here is the matchup tonight. Note the late tip time, 7:30.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
The U.S. House and Oversight Committee released a 79-page report today that concluded Washington Commanders owner Daniel Snyder permitted and participated in the team's longtime toxic workplace culture while dodging the congressional subpoena and at the same time working to intimidate witnesses. That is according to ESPN, which adds that the report also says the NFL was complicit by not cooperating. The 2022 Valero Alamo Bowl features about 2 top 20 teams right here in San Antonio. That, of course, is number 20 Texas going against number 12 Washington. Now, both of the head coaches met for the first time since Selection Sunday today here in the Alamo City. Steve Sarkisian for the Longhorns, Kalen DeBoer for the Huskies, holding the press conference this morning at Sunterra Country Club here in San Antonio. Sark is in his second season at UT with an 8-4 regular season record after finishing 5-7 last year, and DeBoer is in his first season after turning the Huskies around from a 4-8 finish last season to a 10-2 finish this season.
That strength of the team, you know, that it's in there, and you know, we know we're gonna have to bring our best to find a way to meet the challenge that's presented by UT here.
Got to be prepared to make sure you're playing 4 quarters and score collectively against them, because they can do it at a high level.
All right, the 30th anniversary of the Valero Alamo Bowl will be played on Thursday, December the 29th in the Alamo Dome at 8 p.m. Good luck to the University of the Incarnate Word Cardinals, who will face number 2 seed Sacramento State in the FCS quarterfinals tomorrow night at Hornet Stadium in Sacramento. The Cardinals have every intention of handing the Hornets their first and only loss of the season after going 12-0 to get to this point. Cardinals quarterback Lindsey Scott Jr. comes into this game with 55 touchdowns in the air, 4,156 yards passing, and coming off a 41-38 victory over Furman that included a game-winning touchdown.
Seeing RG3 tweet about it, Johnny Manziel's tweeting about it, and he's a special player. I wish he got invited to the Heisman because I think he deserves that. I just hope that, you know, he wins the Walter Payton because he deserves it.
All right, the Walter Payton Award is passed out each year for the best offensive player in all of college football, and he has been invited to participate in the finals announcement. Game time tomorrow night for the Cardinals, 9:30 p.m. San Antonio time. Live from the AT&T Center, Greg Simmons, KSAT 12 Sports.
All right, thank you, Greg.
You got it.
And we'll be right back with our KSAT Q&A after this.